was chilling in my room, not this room, but a room exactly like this one in a different part of the hotel. I was chilling there. I was watching TV. I was on my computer looking at stuff, you know, as people do, when all of a sudden I heard something. Now, the first time I heard it, I just assumed it was something in the show that I was watching. But it didn't quite make sense, right? Like, it was just an odd noise. And I could tell maybe it's coming from the speakers, but I don't think it is, right? So then I paused the show the next time I heard it to see if I would hear it again. And there it was again. It sounded like... And I was like, what the fuck is that? What's making that noise? This doesn't make sense. I've learned from TV that if you hear a sound and you have no idea where it's coming from, there's no rational reason that noise is being made, well, it's probably a ghost. And I thought, oh shit, my room is haunted. Maybe I can get a discount. Probably not. But after listening a little bit closer, I was able to deduce that this noise was coming from the direction of the bathroom. And I thought, that's the last place I want a ghost to be, right? Because imagine you're in there doing your business and all of a sudden it decides to like pop out of the toilet right between your legs and it's right there and it's like, yeah, nobody wants to see that or deal with that. I mean, I would probably genuinely start crying if that happened to me. But thankfully it didn't. It wasn't a ghost. That noise turned out to be this. Yes. That is water coming in through the fan in the bathroom. It first started out as a small trickle, but it was soaking the shit out of everything. The sink was wet. The toilet was wet. All of my shit on the sink was wet. Just kept coming down and down and down. Now, it wasn't long before that significant trickle turned into a full-fledged single stream of water coming down. Now, obviously, when I first discovered this, the first thing I did was I called the front desk and I said, hey, I know this isn't normal, but there is water coming out of my fan in the bathroom. And the lady said, and I quote, she said, oh my God. She sounded exactly, well, not exactly like that, but she delivered one of the best oh my gods I've ever heard. Oh my God. Shortly after this absolute catastrophe, the fire alarms started going off in the building, as you can hear in the background. On top of that, the single stream turned into multiple streams, and that shit was coming out with gusto at this point. I know the lady at the front desk said, oh my God, but had she seen this disaster with her own eyes, I imagine she would have used more colorful language like, Jesus fucking Christ. However, because the alarm was going off, I thought I should probably go check it out and see what's going on and probably get my ass out of the building in case it was on fire. Thankfully, it turned out to not be on fire. What happened was the experticians doing renovations on the 4th floor busted a water main and messed everything up. However, when I got back to the room, that stuff was really coming down at this point. Now, obviously, I couldn't stay in that room anymore because they had to send people up there to clean it up, dry it out with some brawny, I don't know. So they put me in a different room, same exact kind of room as it was before, only difference being that the other room had a slightly bigger TV and it was a Samsung, and this one is slightly smaller and it's an LG, but it does have a much better picture quality, I think. All in all, it was something interesting to add to the day, and ultimately, you know, I don't hold it against the hotel. It's one of those sort of shit happens scenarios. Besides, it could have been worse. It could have been a ghost all along. Oh.